Alrighty, guys, pretty solid day for the stock market today. Let's break it down. We're going to go over, of course, the NASDAQ, the S&P. We're going to break down a bunch of charts, but first, let me make my big old head a little bit smaller here so you guys can look at the charts. There we go. So, again, very solid day across the board, especially for the small caps. We had the Russell up 1.5% on the day, NASDAQ up 0.9, S&P 500 up 0.7 as the Dow Jones went up roughly 0.6%, and we had the VIX go down over 6%. I believe the metals were all over the place. Gold up about 0.25%, silver down 0.6%. So green all across the board today. Let me actually pull up oil and see where oil ended up moving to today. I didn't look at it much. Yeah, it's still in the mid-70s a barrel, kind of hovering right under the moving averages here on the 4-hour chart. We'll see what happens here with this head and shoulders outline. So all across the board, guys, we had a green day. Very nice green day for the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, and again, especially for the small caps. And if I pull the intraday up on SPY here, guys, which tracks the S&P 500, you can see we uptrended all day. And this started in the pre-market where we hit about $385 and we closed at $390. So from pre-market low to the highs of the day, which happened to be where SPY closed, this ran up over 1.2%. And Triple Q, which tracks the NASDAQ 100, let's pull that up. This went from 268 to about 273. So that ran up 1.7% from the pre-market low to where it closed, which was the intraday high, a little bit under $273 a share. So very strong move intraday for the NASDAQ, for the S&P, and for the Dow and the Russell, of course, like we saw, all of those went up today. So let's go back to SPY here and see exactly where it closed. If you guys go on the 4-hour chart, and let me pull it up to show you, we closed right under 390. This is very interesting because, again, we've talked about this. The head and shoulders, we have the neckline, which is right around 390. But another reason why this is interesting is because if I pull the 5-day chart or maybe the 10-day, you're going to notice we actually put in a higher low today. This is very good for the bulls. Let me show you this. The fact that we held right here at 386, 385, higher low from the previous couple lows. You guys can see that very clearly here on the 10-day chart. The fact that we held that and ran all day, we rallied all day, that's a good sign for the bulls. Now, if we take out 390 and then get above 394, which is just a stone's throw away, 394 being the highs from yesterday, that's where the bulls could really start building more momentum. I mean, if we start running past 390, 395, we're probably going to go past 400, maybe towards those highs from the middle of December being about 413, 412, 414 roughly on SPY. And Triple Q, if I pull that up and we look at the 4-hour chart to see kind of how that played out, on the longer term time frame here, we can see this is right now the 180 moving average on the 4-hour, right under the neckline here, being about 275, 278. Which is, it's putting it in a vulnerable spot. I'd say SPY is looking a little bit better from a bull's perspective than Triple Q is, but either way, both of them still technically under the neckline on the 4-hour for the head and shoulders. So you have to keep an eye on that. And if we start getting out of there, 278, 280, 285 on Triple Q, that's where things could really start to reverse. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I'd love to know your thoughts as always. And if you want some free stocks, who doesn't like free money? Get 12 stocks from Webull with any amount deposited, link down below. Or you guys can go to stocksurfest.com/Webull. And if you want up to 15 more stocks from Moomoo, use that Moomoo link down below as well, or go to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo. Enjoy your stocks, guys. Let me know what free stocks you get. And of course, full disclosure, all those links down below help out the channel. I appreciate you guys as always. So yeah, markets, very strong day today across the board. And I'm not sure if you guys saw, but Coinbase, now let's transition into some of these stocks. Coinbase ended up laying off another 20% of their workforce today. And that's after they laid off, I think it was 18%. Let me pull my notes up here because I made a video on this, a short video, here on YouTube earlier. You guys probably saw it. If not, go check out the shorts feed on my channel, guys. I have tons of shorts, and you guys know I upload long-form content and short-form content every single day. So if you haven't seen that stuff, of course, hit that subscribe button. Yeah, so Coinbase ended up, actually, no, I don't have notes on it, but if I remember correctly, 20% of their workforce they just cut, And back in, I believe it was October, they cut 18%. So yeah, they cut 18%. I believe it was back in October. And then again, just 20%. Well, not just 20%. I mean, it's a lot. But another 20% today, which is crazy. And although, and it says here, Coinbase to slash nearly 1,000 jobs. So I guess that's roughly 20%. And, it sucks that people are losing their jobs. But at the end of the day, for a company that's already unprofitable, they're burning money quarter after quarter after quarter. I mean, they got to get themselves out of the hole somehow. And the reality of the matter is, crypto has been destroyed. Trading volume is down, no doubt about it. And they went from being very profitable, like we've talked about Coinbase during the bull market, guys. I mean, how could they not be profitable? I mean, look at these quarters. $3.05 a share, $6.42 EPS, $1.62, $3.33, $3.32. And then the past 3 quarters, they've lost money and tons of money at that. So, they're going to have to do something to help the company get through this recession, maybe get back to profitability. And that's what they're doing. They're cutting their employees. And that's just the reality of business, guys. And we've seen that a lot throughout different tech companies out there. Meta cut a bunch of their workforce. Amazon, of course, Twitter. You guys saw what Elon did. Elon did with Twitter. So, yeah, Coinbase is slashing another 20% of their workforce. And the stock went up 13% because, again, even though it sucks that employees are losing their jobs, they're going to have to find a new job now. It sucks 100%, but, the stock likes it because it's like, all right, now we don't have to pay these salaries anymore. This money could go elsewhere, boost up. They're probably still going to lose money, of course, but, lose less money, things like that. That's why the stock's liking it. And overall, Coinbase is up a ton in just the past 2 days. I mean, this thing is up 40% from the $31 low, that was hit 4 days ago on the 6th of January. So this is one of those stocks that you guys know. I mean, this thing could go 40% like that, and then it could drop 40%. I mean, it's just one of those stocks. So great day for Coinbase. That's a little update on that. And funny enough, we were talking about yesterday, I think, how the meme stocks were dead, and I still believe that they are, but it's funny how I said that. And, GameStop today had a pretty good day, 8.5% day for GameStop. It closed at $17.77, up about $1.40 on the day. And simply, guys, what this is just a relief rally. I mean, look at this 4-hour chart. We hit 1540. That was on the 6th. That was on Friday, I believe, 1540. And now we're simply just running back to the 50 SMA, which we've done this time and time again. You guys can see on the chart here, and we've gotten rejected each time. I mean, do you guys not see this right here? Boom, 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 each time. So sure, if Coinbase breaks out of $18, maybe we take the highs out from the end of, last year, early this year, maybe $19. Sure. Maybe it rallies even more, which, for that, in that case, I'm going to set my alert at $19 so we can see if we could catch it. But there's a high likelihood. I don't want to say high likelihood. I don't want to put odds on it or anything like that. But let's just say I'm not convinced it's going to break out yet. I feel like we could get trapped here. It could get trapped here. Full disclosure, I'm not in GameStop right now. But, if it does break 19, who knows? Maybe we see a continuation here. But, yeah, it's funny how I said GameStop, AMC, Party City's one. We might as well look at Party City now. What the heck did that do today? Party City, oh my God, 117. This is okay, maybe they're not dead. Maybe Party City is the only one left, guys. The last one alive is Party City. Well, hold on. Let me hold my tongue on that one. Let's pull up Bed Bath & Beyond. Okay, look at that. Bed Bath & Beyond up 30% today. So, okay, maybe those two are still moving, but you guys get the point. By when what I mean when I say that meme stocks are dead, they're not getting back to where they were during the peak of the mania. That's what I mean. And sure, they could have rallies like this, and these rallies that we see could be 100%. It could be 50%, like we're seeing today. But are they going to get back to their recent highs? There's no doubt that in my mind that they're not. There's no shot in my mind. There's no way that they will. But yeah, crazy day today for Bed Bath & Beyond. Holy smokes, 27%. Let's go back to Party City. 120%. Come on, guys. This is where a lot of money could be made, seriously, but where a lot of money could be lost as well. I mean, today's one of those days where people made a ton of money on the stock, no doubt about it. I'm sure, from through the options market, shares in general. Unbelievable. But you got to be careful. These are stocks that could easily come back tumbling. This is 45 cents now. It's actually at 50 cents after the bell. It could be 25 cents by the end of the week. It could be 15 cents by the end of the week. You have to keep that in mind, guys. So, yeah, I mean, holy crap. That was a live reaction there to Party City, guys. That is not what I expected to see. But, is it ever what you expect to see with these meme stocks? I mean, it really, and is Party City even a meme stock? I don't even think it's a meme stock. Maybe it is. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. But yeah, crazy day for those. And Meta had a pretty good day. Meta, if you guys haven't noticed, I'm not sure if you have noticed, this thing has been doing pretty well in the silence here. Behind, I don't want to say behind closed doors because it is one of the biggest companies in the world, but it hit $88 a share back in the beginning of November. It's now at $133. It is up 50%. And now in the past just couple days of trading, this has taken out the highs from all of December. So we're now at multi-month highs. And now we're actually going to test the highs from the middle of October, which were about 3 months ago, right? Roughly 3 months ago, being about 137-ish, 8 roughly. So I'm going to set my alert there. I'm telling you guys, if we break out of that point, this could be poised for an even further breakout. I mean, if we draw this chart out, you guys can see Meta. If we extend this to the right a little bit, you guys can see, again, big resistance coming up is 137, 138, no doubt about it. But if we're able to get out of that point, man, this could really start ripping towards 150, 155 fairly quickly based on this chart. You guys can see 155. That was support all throughout June, pretty much to the middle of September. A good 3 months there. Then we broke under it. Obviously, it went down all the way to $88. So Meta looks like it is legitimately starting to show signs of a reversal. It's not fully there yet. Of course, you could argue we're still in a downtrend like you guys see that I just drew. I mean, you guys see that trend. That's 100% there. But if we start getting out of 140, that could start to change. Let's just put it that way. So very strong day for Meta. I like it. Let's see what else. AMC went up, but I don't really want to talk about AMC, guys. Alibaba, look at this thing, guys. $115 a share. Alibaba has just literally gone like this in a straight line in the past. In the past, this is nuts. In the past just couple days, this thing is up. In the past week, it is up 30%. Unreal. And look, in the past, roughly since the middle of October, this thing is up about 100%. This is unbelievable. And this is a lesson for anybody out there, and is Baba out of the woods yet? Is Baba, going back to all-time highs? It could, but I doubt it, to be honest. It's not out of the woods yet. this could easily get hit again. But, to those that panic sold in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s when really this thing hit peak fear, at least as of now, it could get worse. But, for those that sold, this is a lesson. I mean, I personally, hold Baba. I was down a ton when it was at 58, but I held on. And now I recovered clearly a ton of that loss. I mean, and anybody else that held is now up 100% off that low, even if they didn't buy at that point, right? The shares that they held went all the way down, but they held through the swing back up. And that's the thing about the stock market. I made a TikTok about this, and I made a short about this, and this is kind of unrelated because it's not really for individual stocks, but there's this excerpt in the book called The Psychology of Money where the author's talking about if you hold stocks, and he's talking about broad index funds, if you hold them for a year, the chances of you making money, I believe, in any time period, for a year stretch is like 68% or something like that. If you hold for 10 years in any period, it's 88% of the time you make money. And if you hold for 20 years, you make money every time. So in other words, the longer you hold a U.S. index, the higher the probability is of you making money. And you could kind of look at that and apply the same principle kind of to individual stocks where, during the volatility, sometimes the best thing to do is just hold on, hold on through the madness. And granted, if you pick a garbage stock, I mean, this is why it's tricky with individual stocks, because if you pick a garbage stock and you hold through the madness, it could go to, it could go bankrupt. But I'm saying if you have a quality company, quality stock, sometimes the best thing to do is hold through the madness, especially if you're looking for the long term. And for me with Baba, guys, when I bought it, when I started buying it, I was looking at it for the long term. And, when it got down to 58, sure, I could have sold, and, I could have panic sold, but what's the point? I might as well hold through the madness, see what goes on. And, since I had that mentality, it rebounded. And, a lot of people I know out there sold, panic sold or whatever, but those that held strong, now, they've recovered a lot of those losses. And that's with a lot of, individual stocks out there. Again, if it's a crap company, it might never recover. But, the blue chip companies out there, like let's say Google, for example, this is one that's down a good amount. Will it get back to $100 at one point? Personally, I have no doubt in my mind it will. I think it'll go over 100. I think it'll go way over 100 at one point. So, at some point. So I'm holding on. And, it's kind of that same, philosophy. If you were, buying stocks for one day, your chance of making money were 50-50. In other words, if you're day trading, it's pretty much a flip of a coin. The longer you hold, the more, the higher the odds of you making money. That's the point I'm trying to get across here. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments about that. And let's see what other stocks did well today. We had Netflix near the top of, let's see here, my watch list. So Netflix did very well. I talked about this one earlier, but man, it went up another 4% on the day. Ripped all throughout the day today. Closed under 330. That's a big one, guys. Netflix at 330 is huge. This is, if it breaks out of that point, we could end up filling the gap to about 400 over time. No joke. If you look here on Netflix, it traded in this range between 330 to about 390, 400. For a good couple months back in the beginning of last year of 2022, as you guys can see here on the chart. Let's see what else. CCL went up on the day. Wow, look at that. Pretty much all these stocks, guys, went up today. Look, CCL starting to get out of the wedge here. Boom, it's breaking out. We're starting to take the highs out from the middle of December as well. That's a very good sign. And BBY, not to be confused with BBBY, which is Bed Bath & Body Works. Not Bed Bath & Body Works. Oh my God, Bed Bath & Beyond. I mix up all these companies, guys. Bed Bath & Body Works, Bed Bath & Beyond, Best Buy. All their tickers are the freaking same. And here goes Siri on my watch again. Oh my goodness. But yeah, Best Buy looks like it is bouncing off of these moving averages. Looks like it's taking the highs out from the end of last year, earlier this year as well. Looks like we're approaching the highs at about $85, which you guys can see. This is a big sell zone, no doubt about it. I mean, you guys can see over the past couple of months, since April, May of last year, we have failed at $86, $85. Once, twice, 3, 4 times. So if BBY could end up getting above, let's say 86, 87, there could be some more upside with this one. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to wrap up the video. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit that like button and make sure to subscribe. Those two things really help me out overall in the algorithm. And if you want some free stocks and you want to help out the channel even further, check out the links down below. You can get up to 15 stocks from Moomoo and 12 stocks from Webull. Free stocks, free money, guys. And check out my Patreon if you guys want to see all the chart breakdowns throughout the day, be a part of the Discord, and just have more exclusive access to me throughout the day, exclusive content, all that good stuff. That's on Patreon down below. And with that being said, cheers, guys. I will catch you in the next video. Peace out.